Awesome. Good morning.
Good morning. We are Bree and Lexi, or Alexis.
Yeah.
You want to be Lexi? We call her Lexi. We are with Straighten Her Crown Project. We've got a great Q&A for you today, so stay tuned.
Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So the Straighten Her Crown Project is a local nonprofit organization that we have. Oh, good morning. Good morning, people. Is a local nonprofit organization that local leaders and entrepreneurs and businesswomen have made to empower and encourage all women locally and everywhere, really.
Yeah.
To straighten your own crowns and straighten other people's crowns.
So the idea is, as women, we are having to live up to this certain standard.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, I think we're all kind of tired of living up to this standard that's really unrealistic. And I know that I personally was trying to be perfect in so many ways and not even myself, and didn't know how to really step away from that. And when you don't have a whole lot of self-esteem to begin with, you can really work hard on that self-love and just being more gentle with yourself. But it's so difficult to get that that confidence when you don't have people really supporting you. And that is where Straighten Her Crown Project kind of derives from, is we want to help you. We want to support you. We want to be there for you. We want to show you love and encourage you so that you know you're enough and that you know that you can have the confidence to do whatever it is that you are set out to do.
Yeah, so every single woman needs a boss babe gang backing them and supporting her. I think one of those quotes is like, behind every successful woman is a group of women cheering her on.
Absolutely.
And I think that quote is really inspirational to us. And so I wanted to start off a little bit with that quote before we dive more into the Straighten Her Crown Project, just because I think that everyone needs to know that they're supported. But women in general, we are our own worst critics, and everyone has their own definition of perfect. And we hold ourselves to such high standards, as well as we compare ourselves to so many other women. Just even celebrities, for that matter.
I think that's actually kind of where it stems from, in all
Exactly.
honesty.
Yeah. So that's how this project kind of got started. We are opening up for a Q&A at the end of all of our talking. So if you do have any questions at any time, feel free to post them in the comments so that we can get those answered for you as well. Up next, I think we'd like to talk a little bit about what we are doing right now, the campaign.
Yeah, the campaign that we're doing right now. Absolutely. So this campaign is to highlight women in the community who could use a little boosting, or who has something to say and they don't really have an avenue to say it. And so we've encouraged women, and we're still encouraging you. So if you're watching and this sounds like something you want to participate in, then please do so. And the idea is to send your summary, about 300 words or less, along with some pictures that are relevant to your summary, telling us who you are, what it is you want the community to know about you. And we, as Straighten Her Crown, want to project you and highlight you and showcase you to the community. And we're trying to do that on as many platforms as we can, hence this this vlog as well. And we're going to actually start interviewing our featured queens next week, starting with Jessica Ellerman. So that's what this is. We're also, it's not just about highlighting you, but it's about celebrating you. Mm-hmm. So there are a few things that we're going to do for you as well.
Yeah, so we are going to be having a VIP celebration party with all of the women who have submitted their stories or have been nominated for the Straighten Her Crown project and have been highlighted. We're also we've been partnering up with multiple local business owners, and we will be doing a photo shoot for these women to help empower them. We'll be having like a makeup artist come in, a spray tanning artist come in, a hair artist coming in. We want to make sure that these women are not only highlighted on our social media and they have their time in the spotlight, but that they're also feeling beautiful together and that they can empower each other through a photo shoot. And just some extra bonding time too. We want to create more hiking groups, things like that. Things where we can include all of our boss babes, but in a very comfortable atmosphere. And I know there's a couple events in the works with that. But one of the biggest things is just empowering and encouraging each other, just because we all need that more than ever now.
We realize that there's, women who, have maybe a difficult time making friends. Maybe that you work in a secluded environment or whatever that is. Maybe you're a little shy, and we want to create groups. Hiking groups, walking groups. Monthly
gym groups, fitness, yoga,
anything like that. And we're always taking suggestions on what kind of hobby or lifestyle that would fit you best, to create these groups where women can come together, they can meet, and they can at least have that, group of women that they can share their interest in together. And we want to start doing that, weekly, and then monthly picnics, potlucks, things like that too, where it's just open to the public, and it's not going to cost a lot of money to participate in. We just want to be able to provide affordable events for women to come together and learn to self-love and encourage others.
Yeah, 100%. And another thing with the going back to the Tell Your Story campaign is it's owning your story. I think is one of the biggest things that we want to make sure that you guys are understanding is it shouldn't be sugar-coated. It's your story, and we appreciate your story, and you are validated in your story, and your story has gotten to you to where you are today. And so whether or not that's been like you have to flip over a new chapter every single day, or you have to flip over a new page every single day, that is okay, and your story is validated. And so we want to make sure that when you do submit your stories, make sure it's you, it's true, it's authentic, and it's the best version of you, because that's who you are becoming right now.
You are reaching out to women who have similar situations, that feel alone, and find some comfort in the fact that you were able to overcome and still overcome. You are an inspiration, and you're an inspiration to the community, and we want to make sure that that is authentic.
And you'd be surprised how many people are going through the same exact things as you, just aren't sharing them. So you sharing your story may empower another woman to share hers.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and open up to Q&As, yeah?
Yeah, do we have any questions?
We did have some on social media. I do have some right here.
Okay, great.
So the first one is, what made you think of this project?
So I was out for my morning walk. My husband was with me, but he has really long legs, so he was walking circles around me. So I was kind of in solitude, just in my mind. And I do this, I try to do this every morning. I'm not going to say I do this every morning, but and this is just my time where I think ideas come. And this honestly started out as a promotional campaign. I had some very smart, intelligent, young entrepreneurs as brand ambassadors. And I thought, let me get them in on this, and let's just bounce some ideas off of each other. And after about, our second or third meeting, we had created a completely different avenue. It became so much bigger. Everybody was really excited about the concept. And it was just really women promoting women, and why we're doing this, because my heart is women. My love is women. I don't think we love each other enough. And finding that every day when somebody comes into the boutique and they're always pointing out the problems rather than embracing themselves. And I'm always pointing out all of the beauty in them. And I want to keep doing this. I want to do this on a bigger scale. I know that Alexis has that same heart.
I do. Yeah. So the reason why I hopped into this project is I'm new to the pageant world, and there is a lot that goes into prepping for a pageant, prepping for competitions, prepping just to be in front of 5 different judges who choose your fate, really, what's going to happen next in your life and what your next chapter is. There is a lot that goes into prepping for a pageant, and it does take a toll on you sometimes when you are looking in the mirror, especially when it comes to comparison. So I want to make sure that everyone is empowering each other, because it's hard hearing things backstage like, I don't feel pretty today, or this dress isn't fitting right. Things like that. We need to be able to turn around and say, no, girl, you're glowing and you're going to own the body that you're living in right now and that you're about to go out on stage. So that's my personal, is that I'm trying not to get emotional about it, is that's where that kind of laid with me, is because I've started pageants recently. And then also I own a dance studio, and dancers, it's always been hard with body image issues and things like that. That's never not going to be a thing. And comparing yourself to the person next to you is always something that tends to happen, especially when you're in the mirror with someone. And so ensuring that all of our dancers are definitely feeling more comfortable in their skin, things like that. It's just the empowerment of this project is what has really driven me to get involved with it.
I think it's interesting too. And I used to tell my sons this all the time, trying to explain women.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't understand us half the time. It's hard to explain us. But, there's a scenario that I like to use where you've got this two women they're standing in line at the coffee shop, and one is decked out, she's getting ready to go to work, and her hair and makeup's all done. And then there's the lady standing next to her that maybe is just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and she's got her hair in a ball cap or something. I promise you, these women are looking at each other thinking, wow, I feel really insecure because I could have done my hair. I could have done better. I could have looked more like this woman and felt a little bit beautiful. But this woman that's all put together is looking at you going, wow, I wish I didn't have to go through all of this to be cute. Look how cute she is. We are constantly comparing ourselves to other people and not owning the skin we're in. So one of the challenges that I've challenged myself with is to, every time I see a woman, especially one that you kind of just feel is not feeling quite confident, and give her a compliment. Mm-hmm. Point out something about her just to bring a smile to their face, because that one compliment will just change their entire day.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Another question was, what roles do you both play in this?
Did we answer that a little bit?
Yes, we did. Yeah. So we're the co-founders, but we have a major, huge support system of boss babes backing us. So it's not just us. We have local entrepreneurs who are working on social media, who are our treasurers, who are our secretaries, who are
social media
coordinators. We have so many amazing women working on this project, and it wouldn't be what it is without each one of our own things that we're bringing to the table. And I think that's another big thing with this project, is this project was made by about 8 other heads. And so all of us coming together, that right there, we all brought our own authentic selves to the table, and we're each sharing what our services and our expertise are to make this project happen.
Absolutely.
All right. What is a goal you have for this nonprofit?
Oh my gosh, this is just starting, and I feel like the potential is enormous. We're already starting to talk about our next campaign, and like a big event, if you will, coming up in the spring. Overall, I think we've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 times again. It is women empowering women. Let's get together. Let's love each other. Let's support each other. Let's encourage each other. Let's build each other up. Yeah.
I agree. Do the women have to nominate themselves, or can you nominate other women?
Please nominate whomever you think this is going to be a good fit for. I would just ask that the nominee
knows
is willing to participate, because some people are a little on the shy side and they want to get their story out there and they're not quite ready. We blast your face with a quote and then put your story in those comments, and not everybody's really ready for that. So please nominate whomever you feel like is a good candidate for this, but make sure that they're 100% on board.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that nominating others, this is exactly what this project is about. So feel free to do it and go for it. But yeah, we would love to have people nominate other women. Would be great.
Absolutely. Because I mean, that's just another indication of straightening crowns. Absolutely. Do we have any other questions? Do we want to talk a little bit about maybe some future ideas? Because we're always taking suggestions. You guys are part of the community. You know what you would like to see happen, and we want to try to make that happen for you as much as possible. So right now we're talking about a Wellness Woman Expo. It would be an opportunity, one day, several workshops you could sign up for. And we're looking at things like possibly offering cooking classes, hair tips, beauty tips, styling tips, maybe learn a new dance move, learn how to change a tire, yoga, massages. I mean, we're trying to, anybody that has a service that they'd like to donate. And we're looking at in April, but it's about bringing women together, and it's about, again, our jobs in helping straighten your crown. So those are some ideas coming on top of our walking groups and picnics in the park and whatever else. And we do have a number of different ideas, but that's just one that I think that we're maybe going to start talking more about.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys do have any like extra ideas or thoughts, feel free to email us at straightenhercrownproject@gmail.com. It is on the bottom of the screen going by as we are talking.
Yes, and it is. I don't know that we want to do the cutoff at 18, but I do think if we were to put this into a teenage realm, that we would create special groups just for teens.
Yeah.
And that might be a feature that we bring, maybe next year or something. But yeah, definitely all women of all ages. So we definitely want to encourage, even our teen girls, I think, especially because they go through a lot. Being a teenager is not easy. We've all been there, we know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not easy. So definitely. Great question. Thank you.
Do we have any other questions? I think there might be one on Instagram, but it looks like someone typed something real long. Yeah, but I can't read it through.
They love everything you're doing.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. This is such a baby. I mean, we're just nurturing it and trying to grow this into something that is beneficial for everyone. So we're definitely taking all your suggestions to heart.
And then we have this is our crown.
You guys.
So let's talk about our crown a little bit. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. I'm not going to actually just let it there because I don't want it to fall.
So pretty.
Okay. Oh, you know what I want to talk about? I think this is actually pretty important. The red and the green, as you can see in my dress is all cattywampus, but in the back you can see we're using the red crown. The red is a powerful feminine color, and I think it just really represents the boldness of who we are. There's a little bit of that fierceness in all of us, and we want to project that. And your crown is really a metaphor of that inner bold beauty, that strength inside of you. So that's where the red crown stems from. And the green outline of Arizona, green means life. Green is, as I'm watching myself, sorry, I'm going to fidget. It is where we live. It's the community we live in. It's the energies that we get from our community and from our other girls. It's life. And so, we've got that boldness inside of our community, basically, and that's basically the idea behind our logo. And then we called it the Straighten Her Crown Project because this is a project. It is not necessarily something that's going to be easy. It's definitely really hard to love ourselves. And so it's definitely something that we're all going to be working on together.
Yeah.
So project, and it's going to be a lifelong project. So that's where all of that stems from.
Yeah.
What else were we going to talk about? We were going to address a couple of things today. I just want to make sure that
I
we.
think we got it all.
Okay.
Tell your story campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Just building the strong group of women. Photo shoots.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got it all. So if you guys have any other questions for us, we are ready to answer them.
And another thing too is, maybe you're not having questions right away, or maybe you're not even able to watch this right away.
Mhm.
You can always, we'll always be on top of this, looking in the comments or emails, DM, that kind of thing. And there's always someone available to answer questions.
Oh, and then another thing, on social media, even if you are not feeling comfortable enough to be sharing your own story yet, you are more than welcome to click the share button on any of our stories of the women to help empower them so that you're still a part of the project.
Absolutely.
So that way we're just getting those women out there, we're spotlighting them, things like that. And then that way everyone's feeling like the community is backing them, not just the people directly involved with the Straighten Her Crown project. Because I think it's a really big deal when someone else shares you that doesn't really know you as much, but wants to build you up. So
Absolutely.
strangers even in building people up would be great too, so that way we can also make new friends.
Absolutely. So we have a Facebook. Absolutely. It's a page, Straighten Her Crown Projects. Instagram. We are working on building up the website because we are a nonprofit. We do have a board, and part of our future plans is to create a membership and a sponsorship program. Those of you that have asked about mentorship, it is definitely something we're going to be doing, but right now we're kind of focusing on just building this. We are in the works of creating a mentorship program, but that's probably not going to be available until at the beginning of the year. But membership, we're hoping to have available at the beginning of November. So give us a little bit of time to put some of this together still. And what would that mean? It would be monthly membership meetings to keep you kind of informed, to take suggestions, and to be able to offer you any services. This is such a great project, and there's been a lot of excitement from the community. We want to bring you all in as much as possible. So be looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? No? Okay. You know what? We're going to say goodbye, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. And again, if you have any questions, you can DM us, post it, email us. And we'll see you guys later